Alright, welcome back to the stream. Just setting up my desktop audio here. Alright, I think we're all good to go. So, usually on Fridays I do random project stuff, but I don't know, I'm feeling good about the progress of our procedural level generator that we've got for the Samurai game. So, thinking of keeping the momentum going. So we still need some good little procedural things here. Not everything's that great, but so I have this kind of like crossroads, and then there's this one with like rocks and bamboo, which is pretty cool. Kind of this like village area where the barrels block off one thing. Thought there was another village area too, but anyway, we can look right now. Okay, so these are our assets. If we go into our level assets and blueprint, here we go. Okay, so we have, can I make this bigger? Let's see. Thumbnail size, let's make it huge. Okay, that doesn't really help. I suppose you can take blueprint photos of stuff. So there is a, all right, so this one has got the block here. This one is, all right, so there's, must be this one. Okay. All right, yeah, so this one is kind of, I didn't see this one on there. I wonder if we have it in our generator. Okay, let's go look. We may not have added that room to our list. That could be why. Yeah, I think I'm doing 3E is the one I'm looking for, and I don't think it's in there. Oh no, wait, it's right here. Okay, so I think all these are in there, so. So if we like, takes a second. All right, so yeah, so here is one that kind of goes everywhere. Of course, it goes off the screen. And then there's another one, another one. Yeah, so I guess like one of the things we have to do is we have to come up with creative ways to like block things off once the map is done. Like this is, 3 ways to nowhere, right? I haven't quite figured that out yet, so. I'm gonna make this one a little bit nicer, I think. We also have like bushes and stuff we can do, so make these smaller again. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep putting bushes and stuff here and here. It will make that area alive a little bit. And then no. Pretty sure every time I try to duplicate like more than one thing, it deselects. It's so annoying. Okay. Question is, yeah, they both were duplicated, but then they just didn't. All right, let's do that. I think partly it, with this grid shape map, you need kind of like entrances, So, and then just for variety's sake, we'll just throw in the boulder. Put it here. And just toss it like that for now. Maybe put a few bushes around it. We can make the bushes different by making them smaller and stuff. Is there only one in here? I wonder if you can. Yeah. Something like that. Give it some variety. Okay. Let's do this one too. All right, so now that is going to look a lot better, I think. Still a little artificial with the road, but it's pretty good, right? All right. To put my frame rate on. I feel like the frame rate is like weird. Are we getting too much stuff in here? All right, so in one of my other projects, I created a really easy script that I stole from the internet. In the I think it's in the main procedural generation thing. So world gen. Let's go here. All right, pretty sure. Let me press play. Oh, maybe it's not this one. What else is there? Let me look. Okay, open level. Hmm. So there's a way to like run like a console command and just show your frame rate per second. But I don't. It's not. Oh, it is here. Oh, I already have it in here. Okay. So on the right here, it's kind of probably small to see on the stream, but it does say I'm running at 120 frames per second. Okay. It's probably just a little bit glitchy with the stream or something. All right, so things like this might be a bad thing, like getting stuck underneath here. All right. The other thing I want to do right now is I'm going to go into the level manager, which, it's not too bad. Okay. I was going to say, might need a refactor. Okay, so in the level manager, we have like this next level name here. Right now we have test map, but we wanted to just restart it, test map cross, which is our test map procedural generation. That way when this time runs out or we die, it will start anew. And actually it will start a new level. Oh no, that won't do anything. All right. So if there are 10 areas, then we will have 10 guys to kill. Don't fall off. All right, I definitely need to add running to the game. I guess dashing is fine. But... okay, so the other thing I see is my dash. I think when you're on certain elevated areas, you go flying. So we gotta keep an eye on that. But that didn't work. It could be because it's set in the... why are we frozen? Oh, okay. All right. That's the level manager. Okay, let's look. Oh, test map. Level complete. Okay, does... okay, so this does... checks all the guys. This does the game over, on game over. Ah, and we're not doing this either. Okay. We're gonna toss it right there. Okay. And then any other places we just... I think that's it. Okay, so we have a level complete and we have a game over level. All right. And then I'm gonna make the game over just like 2 seconds because it's kind of tiresome to wait. Testing. And I mean, the real game, we're not gonna restart the whole level, and we're gonna have like a UI and stuff. All right, let's see. Okay. Come on, get over here. Okay, here's another guy. So yeah, my thought is I probably can continue to put lots of a lot more assets in these levels. One, they're all low poly. Two, they're all using the same texture. And then three, we at least get some advantage with the collision culling, I'm guessing. I'd have to do some debug tools here, but all right. Definitely need to get creative with walling off the area. How do we do that? In like the old Unreal Engine, like when it was just to build maps for Unreal, I'm gonna say back in the 2000s or something. I forget when, but for like Unreal Tournament, you cut holes out of a map. Um, so you cut kind of corridors and stuff out of a big cube. So you could do something like that where you just have like a big thing of mountains or something all around this, and then we just drop the level inside it, and then I don't know. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Oh, I'm stuck. Is 30 seconds too long? I don't know. It could just be that this level is big, but I think the 30-second thing is we're not like stuck on it, you know? We could. Yeah. Okay. Um. Right. So that works. Good. All right. I'll be right back. We're back. All right. Okay, so I was thinking that what I would like to do next is maybe just take this village piece that we have with the 3 exits and just do like a variation. These are really bad variation names, but like maybe we can. All right, I'm gonna have to take off my. Do something like this. I probably need a better way to do like ground stuff because I think we need to vary the ground too a little bit more, but we should take this and make it straight and then put it over here. And then can I take both these together? Let's see. Probably not. I can't even grab this. All right, well, whatever. Okay. All right, that will be a recipe for disaster, actually. Control Z. Control C. All right, now let's put our thing back on. We just need to be able to rotate them together and know that they're. All right, so there we have our. So like this already is a variation, right? We've already got kind of a different vibe. But we could take like this clump of trees and do something with them. We could put a bigger tree in. I almost want to add like a second. I need to make a layout for this, I think, is what I need. This is very efficient to have kind of a I don't even know where would be the best at this point, but I guess we'll just put it as part of this. But yeah, we could create like a layout for this, I guess. All right. So I just want to put the super tree in here. All right. It's way too big, so we are gonna have to. I think we should probably reduce the size of it in the asset folder itself, but. And I think this would benefit from like a more nuanced rotation, maybe. So, I don't know. The idea is that this is like the entrance to this room, but that doesn't guarantee that the player will see it kind of from this angle. So, yeah. So, just something to know. Yeah, we could make more stone paths. Like, we're using an asset pack and saving time, which is great. But if we feel like our maps would be benefited by a little bit more, stone path's not a terrible thing to create. Okay. Like, I even think I could make these houses, but it might take me like a week in Blender to do it, you know? So, all right. So yeah, let's do some environmental storytelling here. Watch this. This barrel fell down. and is embedded in the ground. I don't know. Okay. Maybe. I think it's high enough that like no one's gonna notice if it is touching the ground because of our camera angle, but we definitely need more props. We could even do something with like where did that bush go? Into the floor. That makes the bush gigantic. Oh, interesting. Okay. Control Z. All right, let's select geometry and then push the bush in. Does that help us? I don't even see it, but yeah, it does. Okay, don't move the geometry. Push, okay. So it's helpful to be able to move all the geometry if you want to do like multi-levels and stuff like that, like the staircase part of my procedural thing. That was super helpful to have. Okay. I think these bushes are too big for what I want. Okay. Duplicate. Duplicate. You know, everyone needs some gardening. I don't know if they did that in ancient Japan, but I mean, they had gardens in ancient Japan. Did they have like bushes in front of their front door? I don't know. So probably not. It's probably something that it's distinctly suburban or something. Okay. I definitely want some bushes in here. I'm definitely like over like we might not need to do a lot of this, but we're gonna do it. I think definitely at this stage when you're kind of trying to get a feel for the game, it's kind of fun to have some level design. So all right, does this look different enough? I think this clump also needs a little bit of okay. So if they walk in this way, it's gonna be like that, which makes me think I need like some bushes for this guy here. Just throw it in. All right. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. So I also have another bush and lots of bamboo, but I don't know if I want to put tons of bamboo inside the village. Yes. The other thing I kind of want to get is some, like, not like a ton of grass, because we're not using the, well, I need to research it, but you know, if we were to use like landscape grass, we would have to figure out how to do that on this procedural mesh here. I know you can lay down foliage on top of whatever you want if the level is kind of static, but I don't know if you can do it inside a blueprint like this. No. So, all right. Yeah, I'm starting to noodle on the idea of like we should be building in like the dead ends to these two that we can like hide or something, you know? Like if this is, you know, doesn't have a connecting thing, like we fill it with trees or bushes or a fence or something. So, but, or a pile of barrels. Okay. Anyway, let's add 3EB to our level. I don't know if this is what people do when they're creating new assets. Do they just like add one at a time and see how it works, or do you make 20 of them? Because that's kind of a better flow. But I don't know. It's fun to see it in action. All right. Let's see. Okay, here's kind of one of our. I'm gonna have to turn the time limit off so I can explore my levels. No, and also create walls. Okay. All right, so we're looking for a house with bushes. Here we go. So here's that level that we just made, that room that we just made. Looks pretty cool. Looks like, you know, it's got a little bit of a Zelda vibe with the little bushes and stuff. Again, I think I'm seeing, I don't know, my brain wants more stuff in the green grass, like maybe a texture. I could do like a simple little pixel texture or something that's not too invasive, or we just throw down a few little models of grass here and there to kind of break up the thing. Yeah, it's cool how like the houses, I guess these houses are a bit on top of each other, but like when they come together as like a village, it's kind of neat. So let's continue doing that. Let's do I think we should do another. Let's do another one of these just because I don't want to call it 3B1. I'm going to call it C. Okay. Let's open it up. All right. So we made this pretty dense. So how can we change it now? We have we could move this up. We'll delete the environmental storytelling for now. We'll move this up here. Move this and this. I'm gonna try to. Nope, that didn't work. Okay. I guess that I don't know if I want it to be on a 45-degree angle, but I do want it to be able to. Let's do 15 increments. Let's do that. Okay, and then do this. And then we will control. Okay. With both of them selected, move them up a little bit. All right, and then we're gonna move this down here. And okay. This guy obviously needs to be moved. So can just play with this, see what we got. All right, that's fine. The other thing I want to do is kind of come in and maybe take these into Blender and add some more details. There are some modular pieces that you can add to these houses in the kit, but like there's no interiors, which is kind of annoying, and like this door doesn't open, right? So we might want to have like ones where the doors slid open or whatever. Okay, so we just rotated that, but that doesn't really change the style of this that much. Okay, so let's take. Morning, Imran. How's it going? We are doing decorating today. Trying to create a map that's a little bit, I'm trying to create different, you know, quote rooms that are a little bit different from each other each time, right? So get some variety in our samurai village. We'll put this guy here, and we'll put this garden has kind of some nice overlapping bushes grown together. Okay. So yeah, so that works here. This is a little far away from the house, but actually it's gonna be hard to see it maybe. Okay. All right, so now we have the two houses are different, right? I kind of want to take this big tree, put it, what if we put it like behind the house, like that? It's kind of cool. Why not? Okay. And then okay, this is not gonna work. Okay, so let's just take the bottom. Control D. House 4. Probably should organize the models more too in this level, but all right, so this house on this angle is going to be, has to be there, which kind of messes with the path a little bit. So, all right, maybe just barely. That could work. I don't know. Might regret it later. Okay. Very good. The other thing with adding like more stuff to each area is you've got a lot more environmental clutter to deal with. So like the actual range of motion, right, for the player might be affected. Like they've got to go through here. It actually kind of looks cool from a first person perspective, but we're gonna be kind of up here like this, right? So, and I don't have a shader that shows the player underneath trees and stuff, so maybe something we have to create. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bush wall right here. All right. Okay. So if we add this here, can add another one. 3EC. Okay. So it's gonna get harder to like see the differences, I think, right? Because we're using a lot of the same assets, so. All right, and they kind of blend together. All right, so this actually I think is the one we just did. So we've got this house on the angle. We've got a house here. We probably almost want some like dirt paths going to their front doors, right? Instead of just the stone path. So we'll generate a new one. All right, let's see. Got a little rock square here with our blocked off area. That's like one of the few places that makes sense. Kind of our... Okay, so here's our like cool tree behind the house thing. I like that. So like, yeah, this is like a little bit of a funnel here with the tree and stuff. I mean, it's probably fine. Yeah. All right. could add some non-collider. I'm actually feeling good about this. Okay. So far, I think like some of the earlier things like this, like just crossroads here, just looks dumb compared to the, you know, the heavily developed village area, right? Yeah, I think a little bit of grass here and there, and we could I don't know, evaluate what we need to do next, I guess. Okay, let's go into the prototype here. So, and I think I've already said I'm not like enamored with the color palette, I guess, of this. Like this is like the saddest green, you know. This lantern would be cool to have too, wouldn't it? This is what the barrel's supposed to look like. So I don't know if you're currently watching, Imran, but yeah, I was thinking about your problem with Unreal, and I guess it might be a good idea to try out Unity or Godot if Unreal is really giving your computer trouble. I would say a lot of people I know are switching over to Godot and having good time with it, but I do think it probably takes a little bit more work to you know program out stuff in it and get it to kind of look like Unreal Engine. So, but it is like it doesn't have like a ton of system requirements to get it running on your computer though. So I can't speak to Unity just because I used to do Unity and I don't really recommend it just because I feel like it's worse now. But when I was kind of frustrated with it, I just felt like they don't think about how their upgrades affect their game devs and stuff. So I felt like every time a new feature that was cool came out, it would be a horrible process to upgrade and stuff. So I did not like that. All right, I'm thinking we export these plants to use as some grass. I really do want to use some of these terraced things, but this is just a dirt tile, right? It's not like a, let's look at it. It's just tiled of dirt. It's not really helpful for me, I don't think. I need something that I can like add to the ground that's like a little dirt path or something. All right, let's look at the other. I've got another asset back in here. What I need to do is add this texture, actually. Let's find that. Where's the barrel? There's a barrel in here somewhere. See, they have a nice little grassy hill and stuff I could use. So this stuff might be a little bit easier to... This is some sort of cave, that's interesting. Okay, like this cliff is, whoa, it's big. But like that you could use to like block an area, right? Okay. Found the material anyway. Okay. So here's the material. the last time I tried to export a material, well, maybe I could just migrate it. Let's just migrate it. Don't export it. No, if I migrate it, then I have to keep all the. Okay, let's find the texture then. Here's the texture. So it does a little bit of this, which is what I do too. So I don't really care about that. I'm gonna use this texture though. Texture main. So they have something for these trees too. Okay, I don't think I need that. Okay, we can export this, I think. Or we'll, no, export. Okay, so I'm gonna call it Asia. Okay, and then we just need to do this, and then we can, okay, so now in our other project, we should have, oh, wait, am I in, oh, I'm in the wrong one, okay. All right, in the samurai game, in our textures, we'll import this. Okay, now we have that. We can go back to materials, and we have a material just for the barrel, but we don't need that. We can just do, we duplicate this, call it. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so this one, this one is for the Asia assets. Okay, and if I open it up, look here, we can find a new texture. T underscore Asia. Here we go. Okay, good. Save. And that's, I just want flat. So now if we go back to our barrel, right? It's under M. I need to fix this. Okay. But yeah, I want this one. All right, so there we go. We have a barrel that's better now. I think the color palette's a little different than the Cinti color palette. Like this brown doesn't match that brown. I actually like this brown better. I think it's more rich. So something to think about as we go. I might have to like re-palette everything. But now at least the barrels look good. I think changing the palette, modifying some of the meshes, that's like a good. Why is that arrow? Oh, it's a. Oh, it's the enemies are getting ragdolled. Is what's happening. I see these like arrows floating. So yeah. Okay. Man, now I really want to get the enemies in because I feel like it's starting to feel a little bit more like the prototype. Actually, like in some ways, a little bit better than the prototype, right? Okay. Let's save all. I have a little bit more of a relaxed Friday. So that's why I'm able to stream a little bit later today. All right, someone posted some ad, which I think got blocked. I don't know. Okay. On the Twitch side. All right, let's go back to this, and we will go back to our meshes, environment. Let's grab the grass. Oh yeah, the other thing we really want to do is add our little wind shader to these, or wind material to these guys, so that we can have a cool thing. We should add the pond and stuff too. We could, you know, a few more kind of like cool like locations in the village, and we would have kind of a pretty solid thing. And then we'd have to figure out how to like weight some of the more interesting areas, right? So that they don't always show up, or they don't show up like 20 times. All right, we're going to export those two and these two. Why not? Rock garden. I don't know if we have this tree yet. I'll do that. So these are some like different stepping stones too that we could add. Yeah, there's a couple trees that we probably don't have yet. This is a fence. I don't know if that's the fence we want. Do we want a fence like that? Lily pads. I don't have the pond in yet. But wonder how big this is. But I guess once we create elevation, then we start getting into the player being able to launch themselves like through the air. So, oh, here's the path. Let's grab these. We might use that. All right, I'm just gonna export a whole bunch of stuff because a bridge would be really cool too. This is a cliff. Stepping stones. You can look at these rocks, why not? All right, we got a lot here. Okay. We don't need clouds because you can't see the sky. I'm not gonna do the bridge yet because I'm afraid. I could do one of these. I don't know. I have not been to Japan, so I don't know enough about Japan. Like I know in like Korea, a lot of times these archways are like in like entrances to temples and stuff. So I don't know if you just like throw them up all over your village or whatever. I guess I don't need to overthink this game. It's not a very realistic game. Okay. I guess we're putting it here and it's gonna drop it all in a bunch of places, so let's do it. Export all. I think that worked. Go back here. Let's go import. All right, now we have way too much stuff to look at here. Okay, got our archway. And none of these will show up in the viewer because they're FBX files. Okay. Was it rice plant? Is that what the plant was? The grass? Yeah, let's just grab these three. Okay, let's see how we did. All right. Okay, yeah, so we have all these. That's cool. And of course, we have to sadly we should have maybe there's a setting I could have clicked to not do this. Right. Maybe I am doing it wrong. Maybe M is the correct way. I always do MA for materials. What else? I really wanted these plants to be my thing. Okay. That's it. Very cool. Again, I don't really like this color, green, but what else do we have? Oh yeah, I didn't import. I only imported those 4, right? Okay, cool. So now we've got 1,000,000 rooms. So yeah, this is where like things start to, I think, increase in scope, right? The more of these rooms we have, and the more content we want to like make look nice, we have to like put here. Okay. Anyway, there's probably, I don't want these to be colliders. That's one thing. We should look and see. Block all dynamic. So like, we probably want this to be no collision, so that the player can just walk around them. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could lower it and just make it like very. Does that look too weird? I don't know. Problem is, this is definitely geometry, and like it's not a lot of geometry, but and I don't like the color. Ugh. Okay, but it will break up the ground. So like that could be something um, I could do in the base. You know, we could have a base village with like a basic grass texture, and I think you could still like hide them when you're in a child class. Then the grass would kind of always be there, but it would be. We could probably randomize this too, just make like a little script that puts them up. Just throws them wherever. Right. You can kind of see as a solo game dev how a level designer is it's totally its own job. Because you could take it's gonna take all day, right? But I feel like a big portion of a game's thing is creating stuff like this. So this is part of the fun too. So all right, I should make a procedural grass. Whoa, wait, what just happened? There's like no. Oh, There we go. We started on like a little. We need to add grass everywhere just so we can see it. We're never gonna find it. Maybe we didn't even add that level into the game. I don't even know. What level were we working on? Alright, let's pause it. Ah, here we go. Here's our grass. Can we make it over there? So, where are we? We're here. What is this square? Anyway, oh, is that the... I don't know what that is. Anyway, it's the sky sphere or something. Anyway, we're gonna turn and walk past the double mountains and go to the very end. Okay, back to our controller. Let's resume. Okay, walk past these guys. Let's dash. Okay, look at our cool grass. There we go. And it doesn't block us. I think it definitely could benefit with more, but more grass or more just like ground variation. So what is this? Level generator. Okay. So we did that one. Generator, we'll close that. All right, let's just add a few in here. Put it on geometry. ENV base point. Now again, before we start adding this everywhere, we gotta look at the. We could probably set this on the mesh as well, but no collision. And now we can start adding grass. A lot of times clumping stuff around trees or around barrels and stuff looks good. There's like a little bit of a grass growing where I think at the edge of the road is also kind of a good place for it. But in terms of just trying to break up the ground, we want that's probably good. Do this one. All right, now we're cracking, right? Let's go. That. Find it. Okay, and then make sure we fix the collision. This will obviously, at some point, I'll add something that doesn't need collision. And it doesn't have it by default, and we'll be blocking the player everywhere. Alright, let's do that. This is kind of too small. Okay. Doesn't look like in the right place, but let's see. We could put our little path here, you know. All right. It's not really clumpy. All right. I feel like by the path it shouldn't be super high, right? Anyway, let's go. This one needs it. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's see if we can do a default collision. Now, we go to this room and we pull out our for real this time. All right, well, let's see. Okay. Does it have a collider on it? That's the question. It says block all dynamic. So maybe the mesh won't do it. All right. No collision. All right. Maybe that's just the default when you move something into the, when you set something as a static mesh. Okay. Like a lot of grass actually grows directly underneath trees, but I feel like adding some of that to it makes the tree look more like it's not just sitting on a plane, right? Not quite where I wanted, I guess. like, I think we want some layering, but we don't want to like completely oversaturate the area. I feel like because of just the game plays very fast, and I feel like if we put too much visual stuff on the screen, we might this looks too much like the other one. Maybe a couple clumps down here just to break it up. Bushes could also be things you could walk through, I don't know. They also offer a little bit of a low level thing to keep the player from getting through somewhere, I guess. Alright, that's fine. This corner is kind of weird, but alright, I'm getting to the... Oh, we didn't put any flowers in either, did we? Okay. Alright, let's get back to our race where I lost it already. Okay, here it is. Change the... Makes sense that there'd be grass kind of around the bamboo stuff too, probably. Although bamboo is kind of grassy in a way. Has a similar root system, I think. But unlike grass, it's impossible to kill. Alright, this is definitely one of the areas that's already like pretty that's good. Let's put some over here. Alright. I think that's fine. There's like some open area here, but I think we need different things to really... Okay, I think all the rooms I have open I've done, so... Alright, I think it's already... Like that adds a nice little break up to the level. I think we missed this one. We have to find the barrel level. The barrel. But for the most part, I think that, you know, helps make the ground a little bit better. So definitely cool. I think we still have some things to figure out on the procedural generation, but it's pretty fun anyway. Look at this. This just goes right into a rock. Huh. I guess that's where we go there. Yeah, I'm wondering if we can like one idea for this. For this like idea of a like all of these like this one here, it's pretty much blocked, right? You can't, but you could walk like here, right? So what I think we need to do is on all sides that do not have the next piece of the map, not just the entrances that are empty, although that's probably where I would start, we need to add a new tile that is like a blocked off tile so that we can like, you know, kind of like that mountain thing that we just walked up to, or the big rock formation, right? Like, it's not on this map, but you could have like something like this just be like blocking right here and just like taking up this whole space and keeping the player from going anywhere, right? Yeah, and then do we have procedural paths? Like, should this room know that there's nothing to walk to? I guess you're walking to this house. I don't know. Anyway, this is looking really cool though. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying that because I worked on it, but seeing it as like a blank map to creating like this just random layout is pretty awesome. I like that this like little grove of trees has showed up here. This is four corners of other things. Like this tile doesn't exist, but it kind of came together in a cool little combo. And like this type of this game currently is not set up to be like get to the end. Although like this is the last room in the maze apparently, because that's where I have this little thing. So like if we did say like get to the end of the map, like you'd have to try to figure out where the exit is. So maybe it's like a boss trigger room or something. I don't know. So it doesn't really matter if like paths are not completely blocked off, right? Like it's okay. Like I like that it's looped around. It makes sense. So I don't think I want to like block off things if they didn't necessarily attach. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's another kind of area that got added. I'm gonna walk over there. Let's join. So this is like a combination of a bunch of different corners creates these little cherry blossom groves, which is neat. We have like kind of some natural village combos. Like this is these houses are back to back because this is the other section. And then you can walk through here, I hope. Maybe not. Yeah, I can, but I died. Ah, we got this pattern again. I have not detected that the random seed generation is not working. It was something I struggled with in the past, actually, but we'll see when I start to mess with like weighting the rooms. So I think the next step for this, if we want to continue map work, I think think I need to lay out a plan for what I need to do to get to a demo. I think we're almost in July, and I think July is kind of the big push to get a demo ready. So I need to figure out how much more map design I need to do, and because I kind of want to, for at least for the village part of the demo, you know, we need kind of like a village that has a bridge in it that we can have kind of a cool little fight on. And then, you know, maybe there's a village with a temple or something. And I want to kind of be like, okay, level 1, normal village, random generate. Level 2, bridge village. Level 3, temple village, or something like that. So that we have kind of some progression and variety, but like each time you play, it's a little different. Yeah. And then so that's not worked out, right? We just have any set piece gets to be put in here, right? We could have a room that has the bridge, and then that's going to be in here no matter what. So that's one thing we need to figure out. And then we need to get the enemies in. And we need to get kind of probably the samurai animation a little bit better. I don't know. I mean, it does what it needs to do right now. Maybe this is enough for a demo. I need to add the sword back and the different hats and stuff like that. But I do feel like we're behind schedule maybe a little bit, even though we've got a lot more possibilities now with this generator. So, so that's cool. But yeah, so I don't know. Bare bones to make a level, to make a demo right now is get the enemies in, finish up the main player character, and then make like a little game loop with the menu and stuff. And then we kind of have like a bare bones kind of roguelike-y type thing going on here. It's definitely not what I would release for real, but it would be a good demo to start. Yeah. And then I got a Wacom tablet so that I can draw some logos and stuff like that for the game, for the Steam page. Gonna attempt to do my own art. It was like $150 for the Wacom tablet. It's like $500 to have someone custom do it, and I'm not a terrible artist, so, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make something quality enough to be a good Steam capsule, but we'll see. I'd like to give it a shot before I outsource, I guess, just because it is in my skill set. So, although I'm still getting used to the drawing on a Wacom tablet versus just drawing by hand. I mean, drawing like on paper. So, yeah. Anyway, this is the state of the game now. Pretty good. I like where we're headed. So, obviously, I have to fix the rocks now. These there's actually a texture for them. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a day though. So thanks for tuning in.